Hey friends, what's up? Redneck Gamer here, and welcome back to another map spotlight. We are spotlighting another map by CWJ108. He has released two more maps on his Facebook page and only his Facebook page. He has released these two maps because he realized that everybody was so supportive, so thankful, so appreciative, and so patient with his recent map release, which was Autumn Oaks. So in return, as a thanks, he has given us these two maps. Keep in mind these maps are still work in progress, but they are playable and they are still pretty damn awesome. The reason he hasn't released them until now is because they are not up to his standards. So just keep in mind anything funny that you find with the map, it's just a work in progress, okay? Now, you may have noticed I said these maps. That's because he also released his version of his conversion of his map from FS15, which is Clover Creek. It is totally different from the Clover Creek that is out there currently, and honestly, it's worth a look. So go ahead and check that out as well as this map, Bedford County. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Bedford County is in Pennsylvania, which obviously is where I live. And looking around, I already drove around the map a bit. It does have a very PA feel. I don't know for sure where it's based off of, but that is my analysis on it so far, is that it has a very PA feel to it. So let's go ahead and drive around. We start here on the dairy farm, if I actually bring up the HUD. And we own field 35, 27, and 24. So let's go ahead and drive around the dairy farm. Have a little field there that is 35. Oh, I say little field, but it actually turns into a bigger field. You got your silage pit here. You got some harvest door silos here, which seem to work. Gonna be laggy here. Yep, there's a trigger there, and there is a fill trigger in there. In this barn, if we back up and look in there. Yep, looks like there is a fill trigger in there. Should be at least. Or maybe it's off to the side. Yep, it's off to the side. So here is your fill trigger. Yeah, there's the fill trigger, the rectangular one. So you can actually put your chaff in there right at that silage blower, and it'll be fermented into silage. You can pull it out there. Oops. So backing up a little bit, we have the dairy barn. I assume this is where you will be feeding your cows. Yep, this is where you will be feeding your cows and cleaning up after them. You got some storage around. You got a little calf barn there. Some looks like a workshop over there. Here's your starting vehicles. Your commodity barn or commodity storage. Another little barn here. I really like this one. It's really nice. Sorry for clearing my throat on mic. I just got done streaming, which means I had to eat a snack because I was really hungry, and I chose to eat something with peanut butter on it. So throat's gonna be a little congested. But yeah, there is your slurry trigger. Continuing on around, we are driving around the dairy. You have several calf barns. So these are when the calves are a little older, and we'll use the word graduate from the barn over there. You got the part of the pasture here. I believe there's more over to this side, or a little farmyard. Yep, more of just a farmyard on this side and pasture on that side. If we drive all the way around, we see we have our fuel. These are probably fertilizer triggers. There is a trigger there, so it's probably liquid fertilizer. This barn I think is very cool because if we get out, we see if we open here, we have a door. Well, each and every one of these bays opens. Obviously you can either only open every other one at a time, because if we were to open this one, the door for that one is going to be in front of this one. So just keep that in mind. I know it can probably confuse people. But yeah, if you just open one and go in here, you will see that all of these open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bays that you can store. So plenty of storage. It has a working light script, which is very nice. Continuing on around, we will see our manure pit is right here. Very nice. And very nice field shapes to them too. I really love these field shapes. This is Pennsylvania. It really is. It's just Pennsylvania always has these fields that just follow the hills. There are the occasional one that is just a hill. Not all farmers do contour farming or strip crop farming, but most of them do. And like this right here, this is very reminiscent of what is done in my area in Pennsylvania and throughout Pennsylvania. So that is the dairy. Obviously you have your storage there. I actually don't see a obvious grain storage, so you might have to use some placeables. Although I think at the pig farm, which is where we are going next. Oh wait, it's right there. Duh. So there is your silos, I do believe, unless that's the sell point. Nope, these are your silos right here. If we bring up F5 again, you see your tip trigger is right here. And your refill point should be right back here. Yep. So these are your silos. That is where you can store your grain. Moving on to the pig farm. It is pretty much right across the street or behind the dairy. Looks like we got 2 pig farms off the back and a little pig barn right there to the left of us. Another little commodity barn. There's your manure storage. There's your liquid manure storage. Looks like you got a separate silo system here. Bring up F5, and it is actually functioning. You can see there is a trigger around that auger and under that one for you to refill. If we drive forward, we have a little water buy trigger there. We have a gate trigger there. And we have some feed triggers. So it looks like the way you're going to be feeding your pigs is through this barn right here. But you can buy them right there at that loading dock thing. I forget what it's called. Okay? Don't judge. So moving on from the pig farm, we will go on down to the sheep farm. The pig farm is where you will also find your chickens right there to the side of the house. This map does have chopped straw, as you can see through on each side of us. These fields have chopped straw on them. I do not know how seasons mod compatible this is. Obviously every map is compatible with seasons. Some maps more so than others, because some maps go and put the snow masks in and make it so it doesn't snow in the buildings and all that. So yeah, here is the little sheep farm. You got a nice little barn there. A few little barns over here. Little commodity barn. And your little sheep pen is right here. Very nice. Actually, if we could keep on going down through here, we will wind up at the edge of the map where Staten Sawmill is, as well as a co-op, I believe. Riser, actually, is the name of the sell point. Riser Grain. So here we are coming up to the sawmill. We're obviously... Whoa. Spun out. My bad. Spun out again. So obviously this is where you can sell your wood chips and your logs. If you do choose to do some forestry. There's not specific forestry areas on the map, but if you choose to cut some of these trees down, you can sell them there. Riser grain right here. Take a look at the map, show you where we are. So we are going to go straight, and then we will hang a left see some more fields, and see a farm that you can actually run if you choose to do only grain and want to use this farm instead. So far, as you can see, it is a very beautiful map. Very beautiful, very detailed. It is pretty hilly, so if you guys don't like hills on your maps, then this map may not be for you. The roads are a little higher than one another there, but that's okay. Nothing too serious. Keep in mind this map is a work in progress. It is not the final release. You got some square fields here. Be good for some root crops. And here is your other farm. Now this farm, I believe, is just more or less decoration. You can fill up with fuel there. Looks like you may be able to fill up with some seed and fertilizer here as well. Nope, I take that back. However, you can use the silo system. So the map had this farm rather. Like I said, is more for decoration, but if you want to farm on it, you can, because these silos do work. It has a little bit of storage for everything. If we continue down this road, we will come up to a little bit more developed part of the map. But I mean, commercial-wise, we have the shop here. We have the water tower. If we hang a right, and obviously you can see a house right over there. If we hang a right, we have the gas station. You have some houses up here, and up here to the left we have the wool sell point. Very nice. So if we go on back, we will, you know what, let's cut through the field here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Some more rolling hills. Whoa. Some more rolling hills and interesting shaped fields. You got your livestock dealer right down here. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Go ahead and turn around and hang a right out of here. We will come up back to the dairy farm, and which will actually conclude the map tour. It's a fairly simple map to learn. Pretty much only 4 main roads that you gotta remember. There's not a lot of roads. Some maps have a lot of roads and it can get confusing on where to go exactly. But this one, you got 4 main roads that you have to follow, or that you can follow. And yeah, you pretty much see the whole map by doing that. So, hopefully you all have enjoyed. There will be a link in the description where you can find this map. Well, you will find his Facebook page by following that link, and on that page you will see this map as well as his conversion of his own map from FS15, which is Clover Creek. And again, that is different from the one that is already out for FS17. So anyways guys, hopefully you all have enjoyed. My rating for this map is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I like it a lot, and the only real issue I've found with it is like in some parts of the road the terrain doesn't exactly level with the road, which is completely fine. I mean, that's realistic. And in that one part there was where one road was higher than the other. That's a very minor thing. It, as you saw, it didn't even flick the truck up in the air, so it doesn't really affect anything. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Excited to see what more comes to this map. Anyways guys, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, dislike, comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, click the bell icon so you're notified of when I upload and or stream. And until next time, I'm the Redneck Gamer. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.